Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the rinks here in Hauppauge, New York. Second of 3 games here on the North Rink. Brady Campbell with you with the call for freshman hockey. Northport Huntington blue against Pat Med. The puck is down. We are underway. Northport Huntington in the white stretch of the head. Here comes Arletta. Robert Arletta right out of the gates. His shot deflects off a stick and goes wide. And the Road Reds tonight are the Raiders. They're still looking for their first win here on this campaign. Have a few more games left to do so. 13-1 on the year for the Tigers. They're 8-6-0. They're at 17 points in 6th place. As that shot on. And the save made by Peter Murator. Held in here by the Tigers. Good start so far in this hockey game. Here's Arletta again, and he shoots high. Declan Driscoll holds it in. Centering pass picked off by Logan Doherty. Wraps it around the boards. Still held in by Northport Huntington. Jackson Zethner behind the net, cuts back. Arletta was in front. Zethner couldn't get it to him. And now Arletta around Doherty. Behind the net. Wraps it towards the front. Ganesi trying to get a stick free. Knocked down to the ice. Still held in. Arletta, third time scores. Third time's a charm on the opening shift. Robert Arletta strikes first for the Tigers. High glove here on the short side. He roofed that one past Murator. And the Tigers off and running here in the early going. Pat Med hasn't even gotten the puck deep yet. Here's Mistretta. Lost it at the blue line, turned back around, and the Tigers start out again. Coming back with it, Siek lost the handle. Started ahead by Facino. He'll just get the red line and dump it in. And Nicholas Zadrozny turning back on it. Zadrozny had 2 goals and 1 assist last time out in an 8-2 win over Sachem. Back on the 15th of February as that shot goes wide, delayed offside. Raiders touch up. Facino applying the pressure. Mistretta holds it in. Shot towards the net. Takes a funny hop. The save made by the goaltender. Looks like that's Rex Moscati down defending on the net to our left. 13 starts so far this season for Moscati. Has a 2.51 goals against. Zadrozny, nice move towards the front. Save made by Murator. Zadrozny, the defenseman, but he can do that. And a nice move and a great glove save in tight on Zadrozny, who turned that into a mini partial breakaway there in tight. But the save made, stays 1-0 for now. Face-off win by the Tigers. That shot fired wide by Cohen. Zadrozny, one-timer off the glove of Murator. Mistretta locks up with Cohen. Zadrozny couldn't reach that to hold it in. It comes back out to center. Troy Lipiello back on it. Goes D to D. Stretches it ahead. One-on-one. A nice move to the outside. Score! 2-0. Northport Huntington. That's Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin just uses his speed here to create a great angle for himself. And once again, high glove on Murator. Tigers off and running here early. Now a 2-goal lead. Arletta gets to it in the corner. Turns around the net with it. Centering pass in the skates of Ganesi. Couldn't find it. It started back ahead by Logan Doherty. All the way down. No icing. Raiders will complete a change. Raiders a little short on their bench here tonight. Just 4 players. Resting as Driscoll back in. Tries to go high glove. And this time Murator ready for it. Snags it for the whistle. 11:26 to go here in the fast-paced first period, plenty of chances. Most of them have come down the Raiders' end of the ice in favor of the Tigers. Tigers trying to pick up a win here tonight after the prior game here on the North Rink was a win for St. Anthony's, who was tied with Northport Huntington with 17 points. Was 3 ahead, now improved to 5 ahead. And now Northport Huntington trying to stay in the race for one of the top seeds as Ganesi had his stick lifted. Raiders clear it down. That'll be an icing. These two teams did meet once in the early portion of the season, September 25th, 8-0 shutout win for Northport Huntington over Pat Med. Rex Moscotti was in net for that one as well, picked up the shutout. Pat Med, their last game on February 8th was actually a 1-0 forfeit loss to St. Anthony's, as that shot scooped up by Muratori. High up in the circle, Siak back. Zadrozny, another shot, and scooped up the ice again. Oleta's goal was his second of the year, assisted by Ganesi, who picked up his 4th helper, and McLaughlin, with his 6th goal on the season, made it a 2-0 game. And Zadrozny, with his 8th assist on the year, picked up the assist on that goal. Here he is, number 1 in white, in his own end. Stretches it across. Doherty intercepted, but taken back here by the Tigers. Centering pass, blocked down by Mistretta. Round the boards, held in. And reverse back behind the net. Comes free for Doherty. Up the wall and chipped out. So Drozny will get to it first ahead of Michael Cagliano. Makes a move around another and starts ahead. Numbers here for the Tigers. Zadrozny couldn't catch up to that puck. Mistretta sends it back out. Now Lippiello. Banks it ahead. Could be numbers for the Tigers. Trying to send in Zadrozny alone there was McLaughlin. Couldn't do so. Now the Raiders trying to respond. Behind the net. Taken back here by the Tigers, but then a giveaway. And forced back out in front. And taken by the Tigers. Could be a 2-on-1. Could be a breakaway. Siak in, shoots, and scores. Blink and you'll miss it. What a shot that was. Looked like it hit a couple posts. And it's a 3-0 game here in favor of Northport Huntington. Off the might have caught all 3 posts there, or at least the back bar. As we'll get another look at it. Yeah, it looks like it hits the post, hits the back bar, and then hits the other post. What a shot that was. That's Jacob Siak, his 12th goal on the year. Team leading offside on Northport Huntington. Declan Hedger, the assist, first assist for him this season. And what a shot that was. For a second, I wasn't sure if it actually went in there, but the ref signals goal, and we could see that it just caught that back bar, it looked like. Oleta again, high glove, missed wide. Dumped in by the Raiders. Find themselves down a few early. It's a similar story in the first game. St. Anthony's against a winless team themselves. That was West Islip. West Islip hung in there, but St. Anthony's just pulled ahead by too big of a deficit for the Tigers, or excuse me, the Lions to come back from. Ganesi, shot save made by Muratori. 8:12 to go here, first period. Another face-off in the Raiders' end. Ganesi wins it back. Oleta Throws it towards the front. Angled off to the corner. Stick lift, Auletta holds it in. Cagliano finds it and clears it back out. Zethner goes across for Driscoll. Driscoll, the defenseman, very offensive-minded though, starts ahead with it and then gets locked up, his stick lifted. And the Raiders try to take possession back. Auletta goes off the glass though, knocks it down, tough angle try, hit the body in front. Wraparound try, stopped by Muratori. Ganesi for Auletta. Around the goal. Driscoll at the point, makes a nice move, gets a shot, fighting through a couple screens there to make the blocker save. Muratori. Tie up, goes down to the corner, and Zethner, the defenseman, will go back to the point for Driscoll. Down the one-timer fired wide. Ganesi trying to throw it back towards the front. Tough angle try, holding his post. Was Muratori to deny Peter Mikowski. Auletta, Mikowski to the goal, saucer pass just on the wrong side of him. Driscoll holds it in, looks, shoots that one into the glove of Muratori. With a couple bodies parked in front, he gets the whistle. Pretty fast-moving opening period here so far. Now a whole lot of whistles, a lot of chances for the Tigers of Northport Huntington. Zadrozny, another, that one goes high. Raiders come away with it, couldn't catch up to it though. Looked like for a moment it had an opportunity to be a 2-on-1. Zadrozny trying to drive towards the net. It was knocked off his stick by Doherty. He holds it in though. What a pass. What a reception of the pass. And Sieck roofs it for his second of the game. His second in a row, makes it 4-0. Zadrozny just fires that one at him, and he was able to settle it down perfectly. And it goes high. Looked like maybe short side again here, this time blocker side. And one of the better shooters here in the freshman division. That was team leading 13th goal of the season, second of the game. Tigers dominant here in the first period. Mistretta lost it. Wraparound try, save made. Another try on the sharp angle, and then right towards the front. A great defensive stick there. Doherty tries to stretch it ahead, gets through for Cagliano, and then eventually had the puck taken off his stick by Lippiello. Tigers get it out to center. Mistretta delayed offside here as it steered aside by Moscati. Stretch pass Cohen. On for Sieck. Already on hat-trick watch, brings it in. Good vision, pass across, shot blocked. Still with it now. Down to the corner goes Declan Hedger. Around the boards, trying to hold it in there, just able to do so. Were the Tigers in Lippiello. Hedger, Zadrozny, drag, shoots, glove, save. Muratori, who's been under fire here in the first period, has done a decent job, but in the end, 4-0. Northport Huntington with 4:53 to go in the opening frame. Another offensive zone draw and another win. Ganesi fired it back to Auletta, who threw it to the net. Another save. Driscoll holds it in. Auletta to the corner. And that one wrapped around the boards by Harper. Doherty tied up, pass on the wrong side of Auletta. And the Raiders starting up the ice. Cagliano having his stick lifted there. That's Auletta from behind, able to catch up to him. And just gets past Doherty and back out of his zone. Mikowski, Auletta with him, has to wait for Mikowski to enter the zone. Now Ganesi shoots, missed wide. Auletta Back around the cage, to the circle, to the point. Now Driscoll steps around one, curls back, and behind the net, Ganesi. Tried to cut back quickly there. Puck taken away though, wrapped up the board. Zeffner on it. Goes behind the goal. Has Ganesi parked in front, gets it to him. Chip towards the net, but wide. Mikowski to the point, look out. Zeffner just moved it in time away from Dillon. And now Alena from the slot, lost the handle. Skate to stick in the corner. Ganesi calling for it. Gets it from the circle. Blocker save. Raiders trying to get it out. They'll do so. No icing. It was deflected, and they'll get a wholesale change. 3 minutes to go here in the opening period. Aleta, 1-on-4 basically here. Chips it around one defender. Catches up to it. Plays it off the outside of the goal. Throws it back to the blue line. Lippiello moves it for Ganesi. Had his stick lifted, and the puck taken away by Mastretta. Zadrozny holds it in, and Harper gets to it and fires it out. And this one will catch an edge, roll down the ice, icing against Pat Med. Fourth game of 6 here tonight for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League at the rinks. Have one more coming up on the South Rink before the main event, game 2 of the varsity finals. As that shot on goal, stopped by Muratori. St. Anthony's with a big win over Smithtown Hauppauge in game 1 Monday night of the 1-0 series lead. They could close it out tonight. Bulls will try to force the decisive game 3. Coming up not too long after this one here on the North Rink. Another face-off win in the offensive zone for the Tigers. Zadrozny, shot goes high. Lippiello, taken away by Mastretta, makes a nice move. Goes across with it, touched along, but Zadrozny quickly takes that one away. And that's some room to skate. Here he comes, tries to split the defense, and he might have if not for the offside call there. Declan Hedger astride ahead of the puck over the blue line. Exactly 2 minutes remain in the period. Raiders win this draw. Mastretta on for Cagliano off his stick and down the ice. Lippiello will get there first. Now Zadrozny. Cohen tries to move it quickly. It was taken away by Campbell. But his pass blocked. And Cagliano sweeps it back out to center. Zadrozny waiting on it, just winds this one up. High off the glass. Behind the net. And now the Tigers will go to work in the O-zone, but the puck quickly wrapped all the way around the board. Zadrozny steps up. Tough angle. Sweeps it around. Wraparound try and getting across to make the save. Muratori. Zadrozny, another shot might have been going wide, but glove save either way for the whistle. Wholesale change coming up here for Northport Huntington. On the face-off in the offensive zone. And off the draw. Starting ahead with it are the Tigers. Move back to the corner. Under a minute to go here in the first period. Harper plays it back behind the net. Mikowski gets there. Sending pass, almost connected with Aleta. Taken away, Cagliano. Separated from the puck by Zeffner. Trying to stretch it ahead. It hit the skates of Doherty. And Declan Campbell feeds it back down the ice. Half a minute to go. Almost a steal there just inside the blue line. Delayed offside, and now the Tigers start back the other way. 20 seconds to go. Auletta will get there with Harper. Auletta digs it free. Back to the point. Driscoll drags, shoots, knocked down in front, thrown towards the net just wide. 5 seconds to go. Auletta has two players heading towards the net, feeds it in front pass, blocked, it ends up on goal and covered at the horn by Muratore. Keeps his team within shouting distance, but a strong first period for Northport Huntington. 2 goals from Jacob Siak cap it off, and they lead 4-0 after 1 period of play here on LI Sports Network. Second period set to go here on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you with the call here on the North Ring. 4-0 lead Northport Huntington over the Raiders of Pat Med. Travis Quigley running the board for us tonight. Kevin Broderick on the camera as the puck is down on the middle frame. Tigers control the opening draw. Scored the first 4 here in this one and looking for more. Zethner to the outside. Tries to chip it back to the front. Good defense by the Raiders here. They start back up the ice. Driscoll takes it away, but he's cut off by Harper. Now Siak with 2 in the opening frame. Scored the last 2. Cross ice, ends up on the stick of McLaughlin. He angled a backhander towards the net. It was covered by Peter Muratore, who was under siege in that first period of play. Did all he can to keep his team in the hockey game. It's 4-0 here in the opening minute of the second period, so still plenty of time for the Raiders. Well, they haven't been able to do a whole lot just yet offensively. Zethner towards the front, picked off by Campbell. His stick lifted. Had some help though, Mistretta, and then had his stick lifted, and Cohen was almost off to the races. McLaughlin chips it in. That one rides the ledge, stays in play. And Driscoll finds some room in the neutral zone, brings it into the attacking zone. Driscoll in, scores! What a play by Declan Driscoll. 5-0 Tigers lead. Just had some open space there. Found it in the neutral zone and then cuts around the defense. And a nice shot there. Going far blocker on Muratore. 13.5 to go here in the second. And another early goal in the period here for the Tigers. They're looking for more. Ginisi around the net, and that one stayed out. Not sure if it hit the inside post there or if Muratore got it with the blocker. But Ginisi came close to getting on the board. He has it again. Goes down low. One-timer just shot high by Mikowski. Tigers coming out flying here to start the second, as they did in the first. Another shot glove saved. Muratore. And 4 new players will head back out there for the Raiders. Relatively short bench for them tonight. They only have 4. Tigers only have 5. So the shift's relatively short, if possible, for both sides. Raiders into the attacking zone. Mikowski turns it back around. They have numbers, but Mikowski couldn't get it around Harper. Brendan Harper, strong defensive play that time. Started ahead. Lippiello saw some space and then heads after in the corner. Harper will get there first for Pat Med. Up the ice. Pereira gave it up. Now Mikowski goes across with that one. Hedger had the puck knocked off his stick. Harper, stretch pass. Gets through a couple teammates. No icing here. 12 minutes to go in the second. Lippiello for Siak. Tried to stretch it on for a 2-on-1. Comes right back around. Doherty offside as he brought it in. That's Panicia, who got caught up there with one of the Tigers and couldn't stay on side there. Face-off just outside the Northport Huntington end. Campbell will take it, and he wins it cleanly back to Harper, who sends it behind the goal. Driscoll trying to settle it, had trouble with it and almost gave it away. Able to get it to Zethner. Fires that one off the stick of Cohen. But Harper right back into the attacking zone. Harper trying to center. Picked off. Taken back. Dillon couldn't get a shot or a pass away. And now here comes Cohen. Almost had an odd-man rush there. Pass picked off, though, by Doherty as he tried to get it over to McLaughlin. That pass just out of the reach of McLaughlin. And offside here against the Raiders as the puck was brought back in by Owen Dillon. Face-off just outside the Tiger zone again. Campbell wins it for Harper. Raiders trying to get some momentum here, get on the board. 11 minutes to go in the second. They've turned the tide a little bit as far as zone time and possession. Spending a little bit more time with the puck. After the first period and the first 2 minutes or so of the second were dominated by Northport Huntington. Driscoll sidesteps a defender, gets around another, but then lost the handle. He locks up with Dillon and Siak back to take it. Looked like he tried to go through a couple Raiders there and was forced to just play the head and turn it over, but Driscoll stretch pass off the stick of McLaughlin. That one gets past Onza. And turned back around by Northport Huntington. Flying in the zone. Zethner left it behind Cohen. Blocker save. Driscoll gets it past Tyler Onza. Cuts back. But lost it. Here come the Raiders. With speed. Turning back with it, Facino, and had some trouble controlling it. Driscoll all over him. Ends up on net. Moscati will put it behind. Around the boards. Knocked back out by Hedger. Got it past Mastretta. Raiders try to come back in. Panicia on Driscoll. Driscoll. Bit of a dangerous pass, but it works out. Now that one onto the skate of Mikowski. Got turned around by Harper. And the puck will settle here at the side of the goal, angled off the outside by Hedger. Raiders clear it back out. Auletta for Ganesi. And here comes Hedger. Possible 2-on-1 there. He was looking for Mikowski. A great read by William Mistretta. Ganesi turns it back around, trying to get by the D. Does. He's in. He scores. He drew the penalty, but it doesn't matter. He roofs that one high glove. And a 6-0 lead for Northport Huntington. Looks like Tyler Onza got a stick there in the hands of Ganesi, but he's able to stay with it. And a nice shot. Makes it a 6-0 game. 8:42 to go here in the second period. That's his 6th goal on the season. Here he is again. Tries to get one towards the net, blocked, and now from the slot, passed it down low. Save made with the right flipper. Comes back out towards the point. Another shot blocked by Campbell. Comes out all the way to the Tigers' end of the ice. Now Doherty. Pass picked off, Ganesi. Trying to weave his way through again, gets through, and the save made. Murator went for the poke check, didn't get it, but still made the stop. Now Mikowski towards the net, fought off again. Mikowski, almost stuck it by, another chance, score! Murator made a couple nice saves on that sequence, but Declan Hedger gets the rebound and is just able to put it by him. Tigers in control, 7-0, as we're coming up quickly here on the halfway point of the hockey game. Siak backs his way into the zone, now for Cohen. Tied up by Harper. Siak in to help, tried to go back to Cohen. It went by him. Turnover, McLaughlin right down the slot, fires it wide. Cohen towards the front, Siak on goal, save made. Comes back to him, another save by Murator, he's got it. Gets the whistle. Just when it looks like the Raiders would get a little bit of momentum back. And taken away, another shot on goal, save made, Murator. Tigers have stormed back with a couple goals of their own and have put all the pressure once again on Peter Murator. He's doing everything he can. A couple nice saves on that sequence. This one just cleared back out to center for Driscoll. Right back in, McLaughlin. Patient with the puck behind the net. McLaughlin tried to wrap it around, came off his stick. Siak back on it. Down for McLaughlin from the circle. Lost the handle, just poked back out beyond the blue line. Zethner will give it on for Driscoll. Steps around Kayla Onza and starts back across the blue line. Makes a nice move around Harper. Driscoll just missed that near side. Almost went high blocker. Had a great individual effort goal earlier on this period. Almost had another shot glanced off of Campbell and went wide. And Campbell dumps this one to the point. Driscoll gets over to hold it in. Declan Driscoll has been everywhere here tonight, as he normally is for this Northport Huntington team. He plays defenseman, but you wouldn't necessarily know it. Way he's seemingly everywhere. He always seems to find the puck. Now throws it back to the corner. And Harper, one of the Raiders defensemen here, sent himself a pretty nice game. Despite what the score might tell you. Zethner on goal, just angled wide by Cohen. He takes a shove down to the ice, and it will be penalized. And our first penalty of the game, technically the second, though we didn't have a power play because Ganesi scored. Harper will head to the box. First power play of the game goes to the Tigers with 5:26 to go here in the second period. And it comes right to Mikowski. His shot steered aside. Around the boards, chipped out of the zone. Foot race for it. Looks like Aleta will get there first. Now he's flying through the neutral zone over the blue line. Lost the handle. Chipped towards the net wide. Behind the goal, Aleta all over it. To the slot, blocked by Mistretta. He's had a pretty nice game as well. Gets in front of that one. Ganesi down low. Now Aleta. Trying to fend off Mistretta. And does so. Now Ganesi. Down low. Back out for Mistretta. Good passing here on the power play from the Tigers. Towards the net. Angled right to the top of the crease. Still loose. Ganesi finds it. Couldn't get a shot away. Onto defending him there in front. Did not allow him to get his hands free for the shot. Now Aleta, under a minute to go on the power play. Gets to the circle. Around the net for Ganesi. Has time, has room. Glove save, Murator. It popped out for a second, but he gets on it for the whistle. Strong penalty kill for the Raiders. It has been a lot of zone time, but Pat Med keeping them to the outside for the most part and then locking up, tying up all the sticks as well when the puck goes to the net. And Muratori has done the rest. Driscoll off to the corner. Angles behind the net. Mistretta and Siek come together. That puck wrapped around the net. And out for Zethner. He holds it in. Right point, Zethner has time to walk into a shot, and Muratori with another save. 19 seconds left on the penalty. The roughing minor against Brendan Harper. Zethner off the draw. Goes down behind the goal with it. Centering pass, good defensive stick. Lipiello for Driscoll. Gets around Dillon, goes back down to Cohen. Good read there by Doherty. 2 seconds and 1. Penalty over. It doesn't appear that the captain, Parker, realized it there. Spent a couple extra seconds in the box, but he's back out there now. 5 aside. Tigers come back in. McLaughlin. There is Parker to lift his stick. And then Mistretta takes McLaughlin to the wall, then put the pass in the skates of the ref. Now Northport Huntington will settle the puck back down the offensive zone, but McLaughlin gave it away. Another giveaway, ends up on the stick of Cohen. Siak turning, a backhander on, save made. Muratori will get the whistle. 2:43 to go here in the second period. Just about all Northport Huntington in this one. And Pat Med down 7. Would like to get at least one here going into the intermission to give themselves any remote shot, really, because the play has been controlled by the Tigers as well. Kayla Onza feeds this one back out to the neutral zone. And look at this space here for Aleta. Flying down the right side. Still moving with it. He's going to take another trip towards the right circle. Fed it towards the front. Mikowski had his stick lifted. And now back for Aleta. Down for the captain, Ganesi. Good stick, though, by Pereira. Still ended up with Ganesi. Tried to feed it towards the front. He actually angled it off of Muratori, and it never got to its intended target. Backhands that one off the outside of the goal. Under 2 minutes to go in the period. Here's Mikowski. Aleta cutting. Mikowski will put it behind the net. Pereira spills down to the ice. Mikowski, check there, throws it back down behind the net. Pereira trying to find it. Goes up the wall, stepping down to get it. Arletta. And he's right back behind the net with it. Now on his backhand. To the point. Ganesi tripped down to the ice by Onza. And she'll sit for 2 minutes here with 1:22 to go in the period. That's a tripping penalty coming up here. And another power play for the Tigers. 1:22 remains in the period. Reminder coming up next. After this one concludes, about 15-20 minutes or so after the conclusion of this game, it will be Smithtown Hauppauge, the 1 seed, the 2 seed, St. Anthony's in game 2 of the finals for varsity. St. Anthony's, the 1-0 series lead in the best of 3, can close it out tonight on LI Sports Network. Raiders trying to clear. Unable to do so. Ganesi on it, a minute to go in the period. Give and go. Ganesi shoots, standing save made by Muratore. Clearing attempt, held in. Lippiello down to the ice. We play on. Raiders trying to clear. Doherty couldn't. Mistretta will, skate it out and bring it into the attacking zone. Shot on. Save made Rex Moscati. Hasn't been busy much here in the second period. Makes a stop there, though. Half a minute to go. Arletta lost the handle. Turned back around. Tyler Onza gave it away to Mikowski. Arletta trying to catch up to it around Mistretta. Good defense by William Mistretta. Mikowski offside. Arletta couldn't get back in time. 8.8 remaining in the period. 47 seconds on the power play. Looks like it'll be a very small abbreviated power play to start the third period for the Tigers, barring a goal here in the final 5 seconds. Lippiello brings it in, and that'll do it for period number 2. Another strong period for the Northport Huntington Tigers. They get a couple more, 3 to be exact, lead at 7-0. They'll look to close this one out. Final 15 minutes coming up next on LI Sports Network. Third period is to go here on LI Sports Network. Brady Campbell with you, Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Third period coming up, freshman hockey, Patchogue Medford, Northport Huntington. It's the Tigers of Northport Huntington out to a 7-0 lead as the puck is down on the final frame. They have half a minute on the power play as well to start. Declan Driscoll locked up by Tyler Onza. And that puck stays in play, it looks like. Almost angled into the Raiders bench. Tie up there along the kick play for a while. Gets cleared back out. And it looks like the Raiders will survive this penalty. And indeed they will, as Kayla Onza set to return, and she does. Heads to the bench for a quick change. So the Raiders with a kill to finish a kill to start the third period. Here comes Driscoll. from the circle. Had SCHSHL all alone there in front, but couldn't get it to him. Now Pereira behind the net. Keeps it moving. Tie up at the half wall. Comes free for the Tigers. McLaughlin. SCHSHL on goal, bidding for the hat trick. Save May Muratori. Good aggressive stop there. Quickly going post to post. Got out to the top of his crease as well. Minute and a half gone by. Raiders clear the zone. Onza trying to catch up to it. Zethner trying to beat him there, and they get there at the same time and tie up in the near side corner. SCHSHL goes behind the net. Doherty steps down and took the puck for a moment there from Driscoll. Cleared out 2-on-1. SCHSHL, McLaughlin with him. Could be a 3-on-1. Ganesi trailing. SCHSHL, tough angle, score! Hat trick. 8-0 Northport Huntington. SCHSHL on the board again. What a shot. Roofs it high. Similar to one of his earlier goals. And quickly in this one, picking up goals 12, 13, 14 on the season. High blocker there. And I believe we are getting running time now with the Tigers with a comfortable enough lead. Ganesi tries to center it, gets through, great left pad save, and then trying to get it over the pad. Were the Tigers, and keeping it out is Muratori. That's Hedger. Muratori having his glove there, looked like for a split second, got the whistle. It popped out afterwards. Well, a couple great stops. Tigers right back in. Ganesi on the breakaway scores. Second of the game for Nicholas Ganesi. And that'll extend the Tigers' lead. Just a great passing play over the blue line. Mikowski saw Ganesi breaking and almost looked like it was slightly ahead of him, but he was able to settle it, stop, and make a nice move. Mikowski. Check there. Ganesi trying to get towards the front again. Gets to the forehand. His shot punched away. Oh, it almost popped up in the air and crossed the goal line, which would have been an awkward goal, but Ganesi would have taken it for the hat trick. Raiders try to get the puck up the ice quickly. Arletta takes it back. Goes behind the net. Shakes off a hit from Harper. Couldn't get through Pereira, and Harper takes the puck. And clears it down the ice. On goal, sticked away by Muscati. Near side corner, up the boards, Pereira trying to hold it in, but it comes up for Mikowski. With Ganesi, on-man rush. Arletta the trailer. Ganesi, back Mikowski. Couldn't get the one-timer on goal. Centering pass, Ganesi. Fanned on the shot, chipped it wide. Pereira just past Onza. And Lippiello. Fanned on his pass attempt. And Tyler Onza keeps it moving. Now Arletta. And for Cohen, returns it to him. He stumbles down to the ice. Onza lost a stick in the process. We play on though, and here come the Tigers. To the outside, just missing goal number 4 was SCHSHL. He likes that move to the far circle. Didn't miss by much that time. Cohen lost it, and starting ahead were the Raiders, but we get a penalty call. As Harper looked like he had a chance to start the 3-on-2. Interference, though, is going to be the call here. Michael Cagliano will head off. .9:20 remaining. 2-minute power play here for the Tigers. Driscoll for Zethner. Tigers with a big lead here. Don't necessarily have to shoot the puck. Just trying to kill off some more time. Puck bouncing towards the goal, but chipped away from the net. Zethner makes a nice move to get around Anza. Goes around the net. Siak Cunning, he found him. Tried to shoot, just missed. As Muratori looked like he stumbled slightly trying to get across there. Down low, Siak backhander off the outside of the post. Oh, he could have 5 or 6 tonight if it wasn't for the post and Peter Muratori. That centering pass hits him up high. He's able to maintain possession, though, in the skates of McLaughlin. Now back out for Zethner. Forced back out to center by Anza. Loses his stick in the midsection of Zethner. 40 to go on the penalty. Cohen, a nice move. Andrew Cohen. McLaughlin going to the goal. Pass gets there. Seime Muratori put the rebound right through the crease. No one on the other side for Northport Huntington. Siak with a great play to hold it in. 20 to go on the penalty. Here's Facino. Cross ice feed. Siak read it. Starts back in. Takes it to the far side, but elects for the dump and change. Mikowski, the only one still out there from that shift. Oleta from the bench holds it in. That'll do it for the penalty as the Raiders get a kill as we just passed the halfway mark of the period. Ganesi for Mikowski. Chips it on for Hedger. He has a goal tonight. Takes a hit there from Jordan Pereira, who lined him up. Now Harper around the glass, and Lipiello able to hold it in. Pereira backhands it up the wall. Lipiello just unable to hold it in with the skate. 6:40 and counting to go here in the third period. Tigers 8-6-0, 2 games over 500, trying to make that 3 appear to be on their way to doing so. That puck played down by a high stick, and we'll do it again. This time, the faceoff will be moved down into the Tiger zone. So an offensive zone draw here coming for the Raiders. Faceoff taken by Panicia. They win it back. Shot off to the corner. Facino locking up with Oleta. And Tigers come away with it. Ganesi for Hedger, trying to get it out. Pereira wouldn't let him do so. And eventually it comes away for Oleta. Tigers have numbers. Oleta, shot glove save. Muratori holds on, gets the whistle. Both teams will make changes. As the Raiders currently only have 2 players out there, it looks like almost the whole team decide to head off for a change. But now they'll get their forward unit out. And the defenseman as well. Dylan, Kayla Anza, and Cagliano out there to take the face off, and held in by Zethner. Under 5 minutes to go, plays it to the corner. That one hit the ref and settled nicely there for McLaughlin to skate into, and heads off to the far circle with it. Now behind the net, Russell down to the ice. Zethner leaves it for Siak. Cross point for Driscoll. Makes a nice move. Driscoll from the circle, fought off by Muratori, and then the puck was played by a high stick of one of the Tigers, and faceoff will come back out. 4 minutes to go. It'll come all the way down to the left of Moscati. Another offensive zone draw for the Raiders, trying to break through here late. Puck held in. Anza keeps him moving. Zethner gets to it in the corner, and he's checked to the wall by Facimo. Facino still working. Zethner, 2-on-2 battle, and eventually it will get wrapped back behind the goal. Reverse hit there by Driscoll. That will be called for interference. And Driscoll put the body on Campbell there. Declan on Declan hit, and it will be Declan Driscoll to sit for 2 minutes with just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Well, the power play opportunity here for Pat Med. Game appears to be out of reach, but trying to get on the board, break through. Not an easy task against Rex Moscati to begin with, but the Tigers in front of them as well have made it difficult. Fired up the boards, gets through Anza all the way down. The Bulls and Friars are in the building. Game 2 of the varsity finals coming up next here on LI Sports Network after the conclusion of this game here on the North Ring. Travis Quigley with the call on that one. Here's Campbell. Doherty, shot blocked. To the corner, pops out towards the front, backhanded just wide by Campbell. 1 minute to go on the penalty, and 2 minutes to go now in the game. Ganesi to the circle, short-handed, lost the puck. Harper around the boards. It's held in by Arletta. Throws it back down. Anza on it with 100 seconds left. Doherty feeds it ahead. Anza lost the stick. Panicia will pick it up, and he puts a hit into Lipiello. Anza on the forecheck. Centers it, picked off by Arletta, who gets around one. Arletta off to the races. Arletta gets the shot away, and just getting enough of that was Muratore. Last chance on the power play for the Raiders. Campbell drops it off. Anza's shot blocked. Back on the ice comes Driscoll. 1 minute to go in this one. 9-0 lead for Northport Huntington. Looking for another hedger, and the rebound off the skate of Mikowski, who had an open net to look at if he was able to get a stick on it. He's parked in front here. Pass comes to him, but cutting that one off with the stick. Muratore will cover. Half a minute to go. Tigers will get the, looks like it's going to be a 9-0 win. Only one more thing to accomplish here. It'll be a face-off. McLaughlin against Panicia to the right of Muratore. Arletta shoots. Another save for Muratore. Started ahead by Pereira. Final 10 seconds. Cross ice. Zethner picks it off. 2 seconds and one, and that'll do it. A 9-0 shutout win. Rex Moscati and the Tigers get it done here tonight. Hat trick for Jacob Siek. 2 as well for Nicholas Ganesi, leads the way. And Northport Huntington stays in the race for the top seeds in the freshman division as they improve to 9-6-0, pick up points 18 and 19. And drop the Raiders to a tough 14-1. A hard battle, though, tonight. A lot better than the record shows for the Raiders. They'll try on the 26th, 6:20 p.m. against Eastport Manor Sharks. That's going to be a big game for the Sharks as well, who are right there with the Tigers. Tigers next game up, the 22nd, 9:30 against West Islip, who played just before this one and fell to St. Anthony's. That'll do it for the coverage of this one. For everyone here at LISN, I'm Brady Campbell signing off. Final score, Northport Huntington 9, Pat Med nothing. Coming up next, varsity Game 2 finals. St. Anthony's trying to close it out against the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. You've been tuned into the Suffolk County High School Hockey League on LI Sports Network.